Since the Spanish had forbidden colonists to trade with other nations, California was home to a lot of illegal trading. The Americans established a fur company with Russia known as Russian California Trade. California is a term used to identify Californians of Hispanic descent. When Mexico became independent, trade opened to all nations. The Russians settled themselves at Fort Ross so they could legally trade in America. Jonathan Augustus Sutter owned Sutter's Fort, which offered support to American pioneers traveling west. In January of 1848, James Marshall noticed small flakes of gold at Sutter's mill. The news of the gold fever spread fast to the east. Thousands of people left their farms and jobs to go west in 1949. That is where the term 49ers came from. 80% of 49ers were American, 13% were Mexican and Latin American, and the rest came from Europe and Asia. The Chinese called Gumsam Golden Mountain because it was so rich in gold, and it was located in San Francisco. When the Chinese immigrated to America, they established Chinatowns to live in. They assimilated life in their Chinese culture. Levi Strauss sold work pants to miners that worked at the mills and eventually established an American icon in his jeans. Jerusha Marshall was a woman who opened a boarding house in the city to house miners. She also opened up a path for women in the gold rush. Mining camps were set up to house miners. When the gold rush had first started, they were booming, even though they were uncomfortable and unsanitary. Minorities were discriminated against greatly. Chinese, Mexicans, and African Americans had a higher tax on gold, and their gold was often stolen. The gold rush made California more culturally sophisticated than any other territory. During the gold rush, the Californians and the Indians population was exterminated.